Today I'm talking about exposing GraphQL APIs via WSO2 API Manager. GraphQL is a query language for APIs. You can use a schema definition language or STL schema to create a GraphQL API in WSO2 API Manager. This is similar to creating soft APIs using WSDLs and developing REST APIs using open API specifications. For this, I'm using Star Wars API. You can download this GraphQL API from this URL. This is my backend. Let's see the schema definition of it. The GraphQL schema describes the functionality available to the clients which connect to it. In this schema, query, mutation, and subscription operations are available. Query is a read-only fetch operation to request data from a GraphQL service. Mutation is an operation to creating, modifying, and removing data. Subscription is a real-time GraphQL operation. In other words, it is for streaming data. Now let's see how we can create and publish a GraphQL API in WSO2 API Manager. Let's go to the Publisher portal and create GraphQL API. Now let's create an API. You have to click I have a GraphQL STL schema. Then you have to upload your STL schema file. That schema file can be .graphql or .text file. Then click on next button. Here you can give a name to your API. I'm giving it as Star Wars API. Here you can give a context, and from here you can give a version. For this endpoint, you have to give the correct endpoint. For my GraphQL API, this is the endpoint. Then you have to select a business plan and then create. In GraphQL APIs, operations are populated like resources in REST APIs. See, those are the operations of my GraphQL API. You can update operation as you require. Go to the show more. Just like in REST APIs, you can give rate limits, scopes, you can enable security for each operations. Once all done, let's publish the API. Now API is ready. Let's see how we can invoke the API. In this video, I am going to invoke the API from WSO2 API Manager integrated GraphQL UI and the curl request. First, let's see how to use the GraphQL console in the developer portal to invoke the GraphQL API. Let's go to the dev portal. Let's refresh and get the API. Now I'm going to create an application to subscribe to the API. And I'm going to save it. I'm going to subscribe to the API using that application. And I'm selecting the available throttling policy and subscribe. Now let's generate the production keys for the application. Then click on APIs to navigate to the API. Select the GraphQL API that you want to invoke. Go on Try Out menu. Let's get an access token by clicking Get Test Key. So this is GraphQL console. Click on Explorer in the GraphQL console. You can create the required query by selecting the attributes. I'm selecting attributes. If you want to change the query name, you can change it from here. Now I'm not going to change the name. Let's execute the query. Let's create the curl request. For that we need gateway URL. Now I'm going to create the curl. So I'm going to paste the gateway URL to here, and we need the token. I'm getting the token from here. And I need the query. Let's execute this curl. We got successful response. This is my response. So that's all for today. Hope you learned something about exposing GraphQL APIs via WSO2 API Manager. We'll explore more in a future video. Thank you.